Hey, brother, you got a topic, you got a show, you got something that's on your mind. But that brother, listen, brother, don't talk to me until you do a show. Like, you go to his house, it's like the fucking, Shamar called it the casting couch. He's like, it's the damn casting couch. He threatened you with his dog and his birds. They're gonna attack you if you don't do no show. He's worse than me, man.
But it's all in righteousness, man.
It's all in righteousness.
No.
And if you get offended at that, shame on you, man. Shame on you. If you get offended, if a brother asks you, do you want to do a show? Now, you might not be in the spirit to do a show or whatever.
Right.
You can hit record, do the test first. Shalawam. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and great millstone. Honors and blessings to you, Akin, that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity. All right? This is a quick precept show. All right? This is pressing towards the mark. All right? You got to continue to push. Just like Apostle Gabar, Apostle Rakar likes to use the analogy of boxing, and you reach the latter rounds of the boxing match, and you can't just quit or give up. You got to continue to press. You got to continue to push. So despite what you're going through, whatever affliction or torment or suffering you may be going through, you got to continue to push and press. Give diligence to make your calling of election sure. I know it's hard. That's a part of the battle. The Most High is a man of war. He wants to see you as a warrior, man. He wants to see that good fight. And despite what you're going through, he wants to see you fight through it. That's why the scriptures say, through the foolishness of preaching. Because we look like fools, man. We in these corruptible bodies. We in these tangible, carnal, sinful flesh. But we know that there's a higher power and that his word is true and his promises are true. And we're going to continue to fight towards that promise. Okay? So this is Philippians chapter 3, verse 13. Brethren. It says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind. And what are those things which are behind, man? All the things that's in the world. All the things that you used to glory and desire, whether you was a strong man, you was a brother that worked out, you was a brother that was a fighter, you was a brother that had bitches, you was a brother that had financial gains, you always had hustles and monies, all right? Whatever you gloried in, you counted loss for the faith's sake. Even in regards to suffering, you got infirmities, you sick, you can't get a break, you can't get you live in check to check, you haven't worked in months. You got to put that behind and remember that you got a goal, a mission. You have a job to do, which is serving YAHAWASHI. And you have to remember, serving YAHAWASHI benefits your so-called physical life. Okay? What do I mean by that? When you please the Lord, the scriptures say in Joshua 1:8, you shall have a prosperous and successful life. The Most High is going to make a way for you to get through whatever you're going through. Let me read on. So it says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before, which is the kingdom of heaven, which is salvation, which is the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of the scriptures, which is the brotherhood. You reaching for those things that are before you. This world is going to be destroyed, so this world ain't before you. You do what you do to so-called sustain yourself in this life, of course. Yes, you work. If you have a family, you take care of them. You got a woman, you take care of her. But guess what? Your objective, your tunnel vision, you should have tunnel vision towards this truth and this faith and this ministry. It reads, and reach it forth unto those things which are before. I press towards the mark. What's the mark? The mark is the destination. The mark is the kingdom of heaven. Our goal, the light at the end of this tunnel, this cesspool that we live in, which is America, and wherever you dwell at. Okay? We have to press towards that mark. No matter what the fuck we going through, we got to continue to push. Keep on pushing, man. Because guess what? There's a reward for your hard and strenuous labor. There's a reward for your daily sacrifice. There's a reward for your daily affliction. All right? It says, I press towards the mark for the prize. That's our paycheck. You ain't working for no reason, man. You're not sacrificing for no reason. You're not going through what you're going through for no reason. Paul said he pressed towards the mark for the prize. So guess what? He dealt with the persecution. He dealt with being hated by the scribes and Pharisees. He dealt with losing some of his friends and loved ones. Because guess what? He knew what YAHAWASHI told him. He believed. So you have to know what YAHAWASHI told us and believe. Everything that's recorded in the scriptures, the promises that he made to our forefathers, the promises that he made to us. He that forsaketh mother, father, son, daughter, land, brother, for his name's sake, shall be rewarded. It says, I press towards the mark for the prize of the high calling. This is the calling on high. All right? This is a high calling, man. And you can't think of this truth. You can't lessen this truth. You can't sum up this truth or make this truth any smaller than what it is. Because this truth is great. This power, this word is great and powerful. Every precept that you read every Saturday, every precept that you quote to brothers is power. So you can't sum up or belittle this truth. So it says, for the prize of the high calling. This is a high calling, man. All right? You are, how the brother Rakayo coined it. You are, damn, what he said. You are a miracle. All right? We are walking miracles, man, because we got pulled from this darkness, from this filth, known as this world. And you are walking in light now. So you have to conduct yourself as a person that was given the light. All right? So it says, I press toward the mark of the high calling of the power of Hamashiach YAHAWASHI. Let us, therefore, as many as be perfect, be thus minded. And if in anything ye be otherwise minded, the Most High shall fulfill even this unto you. All right? And pretty much that was it, man. Hey, treat this truth as the blessing that it is, and don't forget that it is a blessing. And though you might be going through down moments and low moments and spiritual lows and down and afflictions and turmoils, just know that you are blessed. You are called, and pray that you are chosen. I hope and pray that you was edified. Till next time, I say Shalawam.